Welcome to this video demonstrating how you can transform your codes into themes. This is part of your thematic analysis necessary for your assignment 1 and demonstrates learning objective 4, conduct basic qualitative analyses. You do not have to use Word for this process, you can do it on pen and paper, but however you do it, be sure to save some evidence as you will need to include it in the appendix of your assignment submission. You will want to begin by getting ready your coded transcript. There is other videos on how to transcribe your interview and how to code your transcript. Open a new Word document and arrange the screen so that you can see both documents. We need to take stock of what codes we have and the quotes that relate to that code. Create a table with 2 columns. In the first, list each code. In the second, start gathering the quotes that relate to that code. This will help you gain a deeper understanding of what you have captured in that code. So, in this first row about AI functions, I will start to copy and paste parts of the interview which I coded AI functions. I will do this for all coded instances now sped up. However, in reality, this process took me about 5 to 10 minutes per page. Thematic analysis can be time-consuming. This is why it is best not to leave your assignment to the last minute, as it may take longer than you anticipated. As you watch this video, you may notice that I change the codes, or add additional codes to the text. This is one of the parts of thematic analysis. It is an iterative process. This means that you revisit it over and over, making it better each time. You can update your codes, quotes and themes as you progress in the analysis. Not only is this fine, but it is encouraged. It is a sign that you are working inductively, that you are learning and adapting to the data and being reflexive in your approach. Interpretative, qualitative researchers value such an approach partly because it helps to give a voice to your participant, rather than you fitting their words into your initial beliefs and ideas. Now that I have completed the table, I can close my coded transcript and focus on this new document. Spend some time reviewing the quotes you have assigned to each code. Note which codes have lots of quotes and which have few. Not always, but often they can indicate more important ideas to your participant. That is, if they talk about it more, then it may be more important. Likewise, note which codes share quotes. This might help you to get ideas for which codes relate to one another, which will help you put these codes together into themes. For this next step, I like to move away from the PC and use post-it notes, but in place of post-it notes we can use text boxes on the Word document. What we want is to be able to freely move our codes around. You could use online mind map generators for this also. But, on Word, create a new text box for each code and label it accordingly. We will be exploring different configurations for these codes. By moving those related close to each other, we may begin to identify themes. Keep in mind what those codes represent by checking back on those related quotes in your table. Which codes capture similar things? Bring those together. Codes that capture very different things should be moved apart. There is no right or wrong way to do this, and researchers can have the same coded transcript and come up with completely different themes. As an interpretative approach, it is open to the interpretation of the researcher. You will just need to explain your reasoning when you write the results. Here you can see me play with different ideas. I think human functions and relationships likely go together, but I am unsure of the rest of the codes. It makes sense to me to put AI functions and limitations together as they are both focused on the capabilities of AI. I am now building 2 clusters of codes, 2 themes. The first focuses on people capabilities, the second on AI capabilities. Please note you do not need to use all codes in building your themes. I could leave the ideas code out, and likewise graduate relevant skills. This is absolutely fine. You can also have more than 2 themes. However, you will only want to write 2, maybe 3 maximum, in your report due to word count constraints. Now you can see me try to label or summarize my themes. What is it that these themes, clusters, codes, quotes are saying? Qualitative data analysis takes a huge amount of data and draws from it the key points, themes, from it, in a clear, concise and insightful way. So, whilst one cluster talks about AI capabilities, what was the point the student was making about AI capabilities? What can it do and not do? This is my finding, this is my theme. In my second cluster, or theme, the student talks about human capabilities. What was the point the student was making about human capabilities? What can we do that AI can't? This is my finding, this is my theme. So here you see me write what my two themes are, drawing from both the codes, and the quotes those codes capture. I am presenting a neat summary of the findings of the research. Here I label the codes by themes also. Finally, I want to gather the materials that I will need to write up my results in assignment 1, that is, I am going to find some quotes that represent and evidence my theme. Let me demonstrate that with theme 2, the one about human capabilities. I am going to bring together again my codes that relate to this theme. Then for each of those codes I am going to go back to my initial table and pick out one interview quote that really represents what I feel that code means. Now I have 3 quotes to support my theme which I can include in my assignment submission. You can see here again this iterative process. As I look at the quotes captured in the theme, I refine the theme slightly to include adaptability as it is now clearer to me that this is also important. Remember, these interview quotes will not count towards the word count. The quotes are evidence of your findings. The more evidence you provide, the more convincing your findings section will be.